Hi guys, welcome to Primary Maths. In this video, we'll be looking at multiplying numbers. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So here I've got a few examples written down. To start off, let's look at the first question. So it says 2 multiplied by 3. So this generally means 3 lots of 2. So here I've drawn a diagram of 2 dots, and now we need to draw 3 lots of these to get our total answer. So once you've finished drawing them all, you add them all up and you get your answer. So here I've got my answer is 6. 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. Now let's move on to the next question. We have 6 multiplied by 5. This means 5 lots of 6. So you start off by drawing 6 dots and then you draw 5 lots of these 6 dots. Once you've drawn them all out, you add them all up and you get your answer as 30. So let's go on to the final question. So it says 4 multiplied by 7. So this means 7 lots of 4. So I start off by drawing 4 dots and then draw 7 lots of these. So once you finish drawing them all, you add them all up and you get your answer as 28. Now, multiplying with single-digit numbers is generally meant to be done mentally, but for beginners I've drawn it out so it's easier to visualise. So now let's look at some slightly more challenging questions. To do these, we're going to use the column method. So let's look at the first example here. So we have 15 multiplied by 6. So you write 15 times, and then you write the 6 directly on the units column, so which in this case is 5. And then you do 6 times 5 first, which is 30. You only write the 0. You carry the 3 over and write it somewhere small. Next, you do 6 times 1, and then you add the 3 from the previous number. So 6 times 1 is 6, and you add 3, which is 9. So your answer is 90. Now let's look at the next example. So we have 27 times 9. So again, you write 27 times, and then you write the 9 under the units column, so under the 7. Then you do 9 times 7 first, which is 63. You write only the 3, you carry the 6 over and write it somewhere small. Then you do 9 times 2 and then add the 6. So 9 times 2 is 18, add 6 is 24. So you write 24 there. So the answer is 243. Now let's look at a slightly more challenging question. So we have 31 times 14. So you write 31 multiplied by 14. So you write 1 under the tens column and the 4 under the units column. And you have to always start with the bottom right number. So you do 4 times 1, which is 4, and 4 times 3, which is 12. In this case, you write the full number because there isn't anything before the 3. Next, you do 1 times 1, and you write the answer to this underneath the tens column of the answer section, so underneath the 2. Next, you do 1 times 3, which is 3. Now, you have two values here. You have to add these two up. So 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So your answer is 434. Here we have some similar questions. So for the next two questions, you can pause the video and have a quick go. I have sped up my working for the next two questions so that once you've had a go, you can just simply mark your work and carry on with the video. So now let's have a go at some slightly more challenging questions. So this is multiplication with 3-digit numbers. So we have 317 multiplied by 21. So you write the 2 under the tens column and the 1 under the units column. So after this, you always start from the bottom right. So you do 1 times 7, which is 7. Then you do 1 times 1, which is 1. And then you do 1 times 3, which is 3. Next, you do 2 times 7, which is 14. You write this 4 under the tens column, carry the 1 over to the next number. Now you do 2 times 1, which is 2, and add the 1, so which is 3. And you write this under the hundredths column. Next, you do 2 times 3, which is 6. And then you write the 6 under thousands column. Now you add up all your values. So 7 plus 0 is 7, 1 plus 4 is 5, and 3 plus 3 is 6. And finally, you simply write down the 6 because there isn't anything to add to it. So your answer is 6,657. Let's have a go at the final question. So if you want to pause the video and have a quick go, you can. If not, just carry on watching. Now it's just a slightly larger number. There's no difference to the actual calculation. So you write 421 multiplied by 130. You align all the values of 130 as it is in 421. And as always, you start from the right. Now, any number times by 0 is 0. So 0 times 1 is 0, 0 times 2 is 0, and 0 times 4 is 0. Next, you do 3 times 1, which is 3. You write it under the tens column. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 4 is 12. And you write the full answer because there is no number before the 4. Next, you do 1 times 1, which is 1. And you write this under the tens column. So under the 6, 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times 4 is 4. Now you add up all the values. So you simply write down the 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 plus 6 plus 1 is 7, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So you get your answer as 54,730. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment below.